Are you ready? He's dreaming of your doom. Oh, but once he got his coffee on, he'll be here pretty soon. Will you answer with a whimper when you hear his horrid call? When Cthulhu rises from the deep and eats us all. I decided I would try to get some medical advice about the voices that were saying things that weren't very nice. The doctor heard my story but confirmed all my fears when he ran away in horror with his hands upon his ears. Are you ready? Are you ready for the end of days when the sanest ones among us are the ones who are crazed? Your sanity will crumble and humanity will fall when Cthulhu rises from the deep and eats us all. I determined not to burden all my friends and family with my knowledge from the college of what lies beneath the sea. I'm heading for the ocean to accept my sorry fate. When Cthulhu wants his dinner, you had better not be late. Are you ready? Are you ready? For when the world goes mad, when he rises from real, it's really pretty bad. So tremble at a terror from another space and time when he's waking up and shaking off the deep sea slime. Are you ready? Are you ready? It could be much worse when Cthulhu comes. The lucky ones will be eaten first. So go to the purporting to ignore his horrid call. When Cthulhu rises from the deep and eats us all. When Cthulhu rises from the deep and eats us all. So I usually start with that song when I'm performing for kindergartners. It goes over. All right, so that's one I do most at conventions. Like a more typical Griffin Ed song. Duck-billed platypus, what you gonna do? Act like a mammal and a reptile too. You're warm-blooded and you got hair, but your lair got eggs in there. Legs like a lizard that widely splay, make it hard to run away. So you make venom for self-defense. Your physiology makes no sense. Duck-billed platypus, what you gonna do? Act like a mammal and a reptile too. Duck-billed platypus, what you gonna do? Act like a mammal and an avian too. You got a duckbill on your face. Lay your eggs in a nesting place. Some men say that you're absurd, 'cause you're so much like a bird. Even your plumbing is really crude. You only got a cloaca, dude. Duck-billed platypus, what you gonna do? Act like a mammal and an avian too. Duck-billed platypus, what you gonna do? Act like a mammal and a Pisces too. You're warm-blooded, but your temperature's low. Keep your metabolism slow. Down in the river you hunt your meal. Electrolocate like an eel. Bugs and slugs your favorite dish. That's why you're so much like a fish. Duck-billed platypus, what you gonna do? Act like a mammal and a Pisces too. Duck-billed platypus, what you gonna do? Act when the taxonomists classify you as a mammal you barely pass, a vertebrate that got no class. You don't do like all the rest. You're the mammal beta test. Give zoologists bad dreams, but you're the lord of the monotremes. Duck-billed platypus, what you gonna do when the taxonomists classify you? Sometimes taxonomy will fail you. Lucky he lives in Australia. So yeah, Griffin Ed is all about using music to teach science, math, history, and stuff. And if you haven't checked out our website, I hope you will. It's all free. It's Griffin Ed, as in Griffin Education. griffined.org, and it's organized like a library by grade level and subject, and we're always adding new songs. And a big part of what I did for the 13 years that I was in charge of Griffin Ed, before I placed the reins in younger hands, was visiting schools where the teacher picks a topic, and then I guide the students through a process of researching and speed writing, kind of like an Iron Filker type thing, about the topic, and they get a study tool that's kind of fun to share. But every once in a while they get something that's just brilliant, and I have to share it with everybody else. So here's one of those. So this was written by some middle school kids. And when I'm writing with kids, we always use an existing tune so they can sing it when I'm not there. Tutankhamun was a pharaoh of the land along the river, and when he died, his people dried his stomach and his liver. His lungs and his intestine went into the salt of natron, then stored in 4 canopic jars, each with a godly patron. When a pharaoh died, he'd be cut and dried, his body mummified, his organs in a jar. They put a hook into his nose and gently drew his brains out. Be careful where you put them or you'll never get the stains out. They dried him out for 60 days. It was a lot of work. He might once have been a mighty king, but now he's just a jerky. When a pharaoh died, he'd be cut and dried, his body mummified, his organs in a jar. When he was done with desiccation, they removed the salt he'd been in. They wrapped him up in resin and 100 yards of linen. They laid him in a coffin and sarcophagus to rest in, with jars to hold his lungs and liver, stomach and intestine. When a pharaoh died, he'd be cut and dried, his body mummified, his organs in a jar. And by the way, you should absolutely sing along if you know it. That's the whole point of this song. And so they sealed him in a secret tomb with charms and wards and curses. He lay there through 3,000 years and far too many verses. The pyramids were plundered, but the secret tomb was smarter. We might have never found him if it weren't for Howard Carter. When a pharaoh died, he'd be cut and dried, his body mummified, his organs in a jar. When a pharaoh died, he'd be cut and dried, his body mummified, his organs in a jar. Are you going to hear something new? Can I unplug here?
One moment.
You should be safe.
Very good, thank you. Whoa.
No. Sorry.
That's all right.
Let's try that one.
That's the monitor.
That's been happening all weekend.
Oh, that's okay.
Yes.
It's okay, yeah.
It's just a monitor.
We'll get it figured out Saturday.
All right, now this one is still a work in progress. So I'm going to have the lyrics in front of me for this one. Now imagine we're in sort of a smoky beatnik poetry bar, and everybody's smoking, and we're all wearing sunglasses indoors, and probably got berets on, and you know, maybe there's bass and bongos, and by the way, if Callie's in earshot, this is what got me excited when she said she could do a flute backup. There she is. So imagine you're doing sort of improv flute, like the way you do with beat poetry, where it's like these punctuations, just rapid solos. So softly, please. All right, very good. So it's the man, yeah. So you got all that in your head, the sunglasses and the smoke and all that stuff. All right. My friend studies logic, so she asked me about my favorite fallacies. So many. I just heard about Dunning-Kruger, so I know all about that. Bandwagon is the most popular, everybody says so. But once you start looking, I mean really looking for confirmation bias, it's everywhere. Circular arguments are the best arguments because the best arguments are circular. And therefore, circular arguments are the best. Then I thought, post hoc, which is probably why she said propter hoc. Shifting the burden of proof is the best way to win a debate. Change my mind. But exposure bias might be the best. Experts in logic love the no true Scotsman fallacy, so anyone who doesn't, isn't. But the thing about false dichotomies is, you gotta either love them or hate them. I usually ignore any fallacy other than survivor bias, but exposure bias is probably the best. Ad hominem is great. Anyone who says otherwise is an idiot. Mike likes the genetic fallacy, but we don't like Mike. My barber says the appeal to authority is the only real proof, and that's good enough for me. But exposure bias, definitely the best. Still, my all-time favorite has got to be the sunk cost fallacy. I wrote a thesis about it, and I'm not going to change my mind now. I'm going to plug in the guitar now.
Okay, one moment. You should be safe.
Should be safe. I love that.
I won't blow up.
Oh, well, it's a good idea.
For the monitors. There, we're good.
Okay,
All right.
it is that Sunday of a con.
That's
What can I
it's, all,
say?
it's all good, man. Hey, a huge thank you to sound crew. So I wrote this for one student of mine, because there was this guy on TV who said some awful things about the country her family came from. So I thought I'd write a song for her about where some of my people came from. Italy was a broken country when my grandmother sailed across the sea. With two little kids in tow, she only knew one place to go. Came and made a home for you and me. When Italy was a broken country, Ireland was a broken country. And my great-grandfather a famine refugee. One little bag was all he could take when his family gathered and held a wake to send their little boy across the sea. When Ireland was a broken country, Germany wasn't even a broken country, just some broken little principalities, where one church didn't like the other, and my ancestors left their motherland, found a place to worship free. Germany wasn't even a broken country. My people come from broken countries. Could you turn the monitor off quick? Just because I usually perform without amplification, because I'm usually in the classrooms and stuff. So while I'm setting this up, just one quick word. I no longer run Griffin Ed. I put it in the hands of a much more capable younger guy, and I'm totally not at all threatened that he's running it better. His name is Elliot. And one thing that we're working on, and I know you've heard, a lot of you have heard me say this before, but this time I think we're actually going to get organized enough to do it, is we want to feature more music by other people in the library. Because it was never supposed to be the Tim Griffin Show. What is supposed to, the real purpose of Griffin Ed is to create a library where people like all of us who write clever songs if you've got something that's suitable for anything from kindergarten to grade 12, you can share it there. And the basic idea where we're going with it is if you've got a decent recording of it somewhere online or a video or something like that, that we can link to from the library, that way we can send the traffic directly to you. We just put you in the index basically so people can look it up by grade level and subject. That way you get the traffic, you get the views or whatever. So if there's any revenue from it, that goes to you, which is where it should be going. Because we're just, just like a librarian, point people in the right direction when they have questions. So anyway, here's another song about civics, because for some reason there's been a lot of demand for that lately. In 1787, our convention was running late, because we were arguing about the role of religion in affairs of state. But everybody loved their own faith best, so we agreed there would be no religious test, and every American could worship in their own way. Now there's a whole lot of ways for people to hear God's call, and there's a whole lot of people who don't believe in any faith at all. No matter when or how they pray, the founder said that the government won't advocate. Thank God for the people who decided on a secular state. You know that you got your own faith and I got mine, or maybe no faith at all, but hey, that's all fine. Whatever you believe, I'll treat you with respect, but don't tell a teacher, teach it as a fact. The founding fathers took their faith pretty seriously, but they didn't want to cause a lot of laws based on bigotry. So they agreed there was only one way to rectify the cycle of fear and hate. Thank God for the people who decided on a secular state. Well, you could raise all your praises up to the sky, or take your direction from a Vatican guy. Pray facing Mecca down upon your knees, but keep your religion off our government, please. You got the right to decide what you believe is true, and you would be right to fight if I try to force my faith on you. And this is why the American way is that we all keep over to the law and faith. Thank God for the people who decided on the secular state. But thank God for the people who decided on the secular state. Got time for one more, maybe?
Tim, take the 5 I deprived you of at the beginning. We only have 3 people in the song contest, so.
Okay.
So go to 25.
Okay, so I can go a little longer. Okay, I'll have 2 total songs. All right, so let's do one more.
Sorry,
Let's do one more of the workshop songs.
Don't listen to me.
Yeah, we'll do another workshop song here. So this is one of the songs written by kids. This was a group of second graders, in fact, in Granada Hills, California, and they're working on measurement. And of course, in America we don't really use the metric system much, so there's a lot more memorization involved. There's some upsides to the old what they call British Common, which they don't really use in Britain anymore. But anyway, and of course you recognize the tune. 12 inches in a foot, 3 feet in a yard, 5,280 feet in a yard. Child, it isn't so hard. 16 ounces in a pound, 2,000 pounds in a ton. So break 128 fluid ounces in a gallon, my son. You know the USA, Liberia and Myanmar Those are the only three countries ain't venturing so far. 8 fluid ounces in a cup, 4 cups in quart. They're fine for fractions because they got more factors of the metrical sort. About a half of a quart, a cup's a half of a pint. Just find the factors of the ounces or the inches and divide them up fine. Based on composite numbers for dividing with ease. But the kids are gonna cry when they try to memorize all these. Yeah!
We love you a bushel and a half.
Oh, thank you so much. That's a lot, yeah. So, let's see. How about another song about immigration?
Yeah.
So, there was another guy on TV a while back who was warning that if we did not build, if the United States, well, when I say we, I mean the United States, did not build a great big wall across our southern border, that soon we might have a taco truck on every corner. And you know, I live in Los Angeles, so yes. And I can tell you, it's awesome. It's one of the best things about Los Angeles. But it sort of brings up a larger point. Is it literally hits us in the gut when we talk about the food, because when people come into the United States, and I know Canada is a melting pot now too. The thing that people hold on to with the most fiercely often is their food. They want to eat the foods that are familiar to them, and the people who have been here, before them, look at their weird, smelly foreign food, and look at that weird food. I'm not putting that in my mouth. And then they try it and find out why those people love it so much. And then a couple generations later, they don't remember that the food actually came from another place. They just think of it as, there's so many things we call American food that are not actually from America. And so that's what this song is about. All these immigrants from Mexico, I saw that about. They're always speaking Spanish, and it really freaks me out. We ought to build a wall, or we'll all be out of luck. And then you'll have to get your lunch from a tasty taco truck. All these immigrants from Italy, they wave their arms and shout. They do it in Italian, and it really freaks me out. We really ought to round them up and send them back to Rome. Or soon they'll be delivering hot pizza to your home. All these immigrants from Ireland, it's really quite a shame. I think they're speaking English, but it doesn't sound the same. Deport them all to Dublin, or I don't know what we'll do when they're serving fried potatoes in every drive-thru. All these immigrants from Germany, they smell like sauerkraut. They're all speaking German, and it really freaks me out. Deport them all to Dusseldorf, or it'll be a shame when our children ask for hot dogs at every baseball game. All these immigrants from the Netherlands, they're actually the Dutch. They settled New York first, but I don't like them very much. We really should deport the Dutch, and here's the reason why. If we don't ditch the Dutch, we'll all be eating apple pie. All these immigrants from England, what's all that about? They're always speaking English, it kind of freaks me out. But they're starving in our winter, so we'll share our food with them. They'll eat venison and potatoes, corn, squash, and tomatoes, like a real American. And one thing about that song, I was doing that once at a school that was on a Pima reservation in Arizona. And of course, here I am singing about, this difficult, all these immigrants coming into our country, and these Native American families, and the moms in the back, and the volunteers, they're all going, oh yeah, that must suck. Oh yeah, they're just getting more and more irritated. And I got to one where it's like all these immigrants from England, they understood who was telling the story. And about 30 people just jumped out of their seats. And I was like, oh! But, so let's see, you got time for one more, or you me off?
You got time for one more?
One more, we don't
Yes.
All right then. Let's see here. How about All right. Here's a song about cosmology. And it's also about just how science works. Aristotle said the world is a ball. Unrolled a scroll and made a map of it all. He put the planets in the sky, moving around the earth every day. Copernicus drew a very different one. Pictured all the planets going round the sun. Then Galileo built a telescope and said, hey, it sure looks that way. You know that each generation learns a little bit more. Pulling back the curtain, opening up the door. But it's only when we're standing on the shoulders of giants we can see things we didn't before. Kepler said it had to run on rational rules. Tried to work it out with geometrical tools. He gave us orbital mechanics, but he couldn't figure why it should be. Newton knew the secret when he saw an apple fall. Said there had to be one force to rule them all. He gave us 3 laws of motion and 1 more just for gravity. You know that each generation learns a little bit more. Pulling back the curtain, opening up the door. But it's only when we're standing on the shoulders of giants we can see things we didn't before. Each generation making new ways to question how the pieces of the universe go. Each new breakthrough just a part of the progression. How far will it go? I don't know. We're always redefining and refining the rules. That doesn't mean our predecessors were fools. It's like the pieces of a puzzle that they handed on to you and me. Maybe in another 100 years or 2, people then may laugh at all we thought we knew, but they'll be standing on our shoulders when they brag about how far they can see. You know that each generation learns a little bit more. Pulling back the curtain, opening up the door. But it's only when we're standing on the shoulders of giants we can see things we didn't before. Herschel and Hubble, Einstein and Bohr. Pulling back the curtain, opening up the door. But it's only when we're standing on the shoulders of giants we can see things we didn't before. Aristotle said the world is a ball. Thank y'all so much.
Okay, so to translate the bushel and a pack into Canadian, we love you 30.27 kilograms and 8.8 kilograms. That's pretty big. Yes, sometimes I love the interweb. Okay, we're now coming up to the song contest. We have 3 entries to the song contest. They will be coming up randomly just to make life exciting for people who already worked the word integrity into a song. So Heather has, the song contest, by the way, is judged by you. Heather has, do you have the little pencils too, Heather? You have the ballots. Heather has the ballots and little pencils. If we could grab some people who can help Heather handle out. Well, let me get my tape. Okay. Okay, so Douglas Davidson, Nikki Mason, Randy Hoffman, you are our 3 entries. Get ready for the Sean. Oh, Sean too. Okay, Sean, you are not on my list, man. There's 4. We got 1 more. So Angela Shamagati also on the list. So if all four of you could come up to the front and draw your penguins so we know which order you will be going in. Just to make life interesting. That's what we all need these days, is a more interesting life.
Did I miss anybody?
Okay, other than Sean, who is not on the list, was there anybody else who got missed? Randy was? Well, yeah, Mikey and Don and Sean and Randy. Because, of course, we just add Randy automatically. Randy's never got a song list. He couldn't beat into submission.
Have a tank, please.
I hope so.
You're class number one.
I'm number one.
I'm number one.
The last one.
More ballot papers, guys. Everywhere in ballot papers. Ballot paper people passing things out. Could you wave a ballot paper in the air? We need more ballot papers back here. The ballot papers are where? In the front? Okay, ballot papers there.
Yes, I believe that.
There were no checks besides the, you cannot having a day, I'm losing words by the second. Besides the set words, there were no rules. You know, you didn't have to have 6 choruses and a bridge and all that sort of stuff, so just listen for the words.
But we do need to be able to dance to it. Oh, I'll do that. So you, I do write one word?
Write the words on the board.
No, we don't need to write the words. Just
Right.
performer and the song name. Sean, I have this written down. So which is
Better than the news,
better than the news? Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Did it have a title, did it?
I just wanted to mention really briefly, because the song contest is going to be a little shorter than expected, we're going to wait to do the drawing, the raffle drawing for the quilt until after the 2x10s, which will follow the song contest. So there's still time
Get your raffle ticket.
to buy raffle tickets.
Also, there are some people who have not picked up their Interfilk items. I'm assuming you know who you are, but if you don't, Merv has a list and you can check. So if you could please do that as soon as possible, we would really appreciate it.
There we go. I get it.
All right. Just to remind you, the words were amok, sparkling, jagged, midnight, integrity, and sponge.
I thought I would write a song called Jagged Little Pill. I'm sure it could be a hit.
Like, can you do the Atlantis Rose?
Each night at 10 o'clock, I turn on the national, which jumpster caught on fire today. Which new sparkling stunts were pulled off by those politicians. I need to find something better than the news. Better than the news. Better than the news. Something with integrity, a saft and a my blues. With the clicker in my hand, I hope that I will land on anything that's better than the news. And somehow I jumped over the second verse. This technology is failing me. And now it won't click back. Scroll. I clicked over to Nickelodeon, ended up in Bikini Bottom, where SpongeBob and Patrick run amok. That's one of the words, amok, get it? All the plots are thin, and the jokes are hokey, but it's a grand improvement on the news. Better than the news, better than the news. Something with integrity, damn you, Chris. Us have to numb my blues. With a clicker in my hand, I hope that I will land on anything that's better than the news. When the clock strikes midnight, that's another one. Or out on comes a clay penguin, who bumbles out onto the jagged ice. Pingu. Who remembers Pingu?
Yeah.
But his parents get him through when he doesn't know what to do. It's so boring, but it's better than the news. Better than the news. Better than the news. Something with integrity, a sound of my blues. With a clicker in my hand, I hope that I will land on anything better than news. With a clicker in my hand, I hope that I will land on anything that's better than the news. It didn't go boom.
I said we figured it out by something to do.
I'm sorry.
Now, usually we have complicated multi-layered ballots, which we do not have, but we will have ranked. So rank your preference 1, 2, 3, 4, but we no longer have the 7 layers. 1, 2, 3. No, there's 4. Remember Sean? Oh, there's 4 entrants, but we only have, what, everybody doesn't win? I hate competition. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, honorable mention. So our second person up is our guest of honor this year, Mikey Mason, with Penguin Song.
I gave the penguin a name. Who's that? Ed the penguin? And with a bomb? Whoa, calm down, man. I have to write you a song right now on this mountaintop where you'll blow it up. And I have to use these specific words in it? Have you gone full supervillain, Ed? Okay, just calm down. I'll see what I can do. The time has come to write a song now. It really shouldn't take that long now. The time has come for me to write the penguin song. But there are rules I have to follow. I'll write like there's no tomorrow. The time has come to write so Ed can sing along with the penguin song. We all know the words I'm supposed to use, right?
Yep.
The sparkling stars near midnight soak up light just like a sponge above the jagged precipice from which I'm bound to take this plunge. The penguin runs amok, a detonator in its beak, threatening the integrity of this lofty peak. My knees are growing weak. The time has come to write a song now. Really shouldn't take that long now. The time has come for me to write the penguin song. But there are rules I have to follow, so I'll write like there's no tomorrow. The time has come to write so Ed can sing along with the penguin song. I like to play with words, and there are 5 words that I have to use. So I figured I'd use them differently as well. That there is my Jag, Ed, I said, pointing to my car. A sparkling midnight blue affair that takes me near and far. A muckluck on my left foot and Chuck Taylor on my right. A venti gritty coffee to propel me through this fight. Expunge the record of this night. The time has come to sing a song now. Really shouldn't take that long now. The time has come for me to write the Penguin song. But there are rules I have to follow, so I'll write like there's no tomorrow. The time has come, so write so it can sing along with the Penguin song. Midnight passes and the penguins disappeared again. Giggling soft and secret while I struggle with my pen. I pick up my guitar and pluck my plectrum in my fist. I hear a timer ticking down beyond the growing mist, and I need a plot twist. When midnight came, I did not punch, I did not falter, fail a punch, I quickly beat it up. When midnight came, I did not punch, I did not falter, fall or punch. I ate a Twinkie, that's a sponge, with vanilla cream. With sparkling water beverage, I played the Jagged Mountain. With sparkling water beverage, I played the Jagged Mountain Legend. Random vocabulary, unless you're right with dignity. I mean integrity. Yes, that most definitely. The time has come to write a song now. Really shouldn't take that long now. The time has come for me to write the Penguin song. But there are rules I have to follow, so I'll write like there's no tomorrow. The time has come to write, so Ed can sing along with the Penguin song. Please sing along to the Penguin song. What? Please sing along to what? To the Penguin song. Let's sing along. Don't kill me, Ed.
Please look at my butthole.
Look at Ed's butthole.
That song reminds me of a line from Lilo and Stitch. No more coffee for you. Okay, our third person up is Douglas Davidson with the Penguin Hunter.
Don't worry. So I was looking at the word list and waiting for inspiration to strike. When I was in the room and I opened up the safe in the room and it made a little chime. It said, "Dee-dee-dee-dee." And right then inspiration struck. I decided to filk my favorite composer. And this is a case where the original lyrics maybe has some issues. I thought they could use some improvement. And of course, everything is better with penguins. I'm going to try to do this a capo. Wish me luck. A penguin hunter is my trade. But I don't shoot them, I persuade them tenderly to come with me and sail away across the sea. I can't use force, they must live free. That's proof of my integrity. But still my hunting works out. Fine. So the penguins will be mine. I do not care how people talk. They say these birds will run amok, but I know how to tend my flocks. I herd them off the jagged rocks. Since birds have little of their own, I give each one a sparkling stone. So every flippered bird may shine, and all the penguins will be mine. When all the penguins will be mine, we'll sing and dance and feast and dine. And when our feast its end has seen, with sponges all the birds are clean, Then southward to their home will run, back to the land of midnight sun. By dozens I'll hug them to me, then all the penguins will run free.
And our fourth contestant in the songwriting contest is Randy Hoffman with
Vestigial.
Thank you, vestigial. The writer, you know many words and can't pronounce half of them. Vestigial.
My esteemed Dr. Lucius, you write to me of evolution thinking I'll be shocked. I must admit, at times gone by, that theory was mocked by me, and it has implications that I frankly do not love, but it solves our observations and it fits them like a glove. You say the father of that school explains that body parts are vestigial at endings or nascent at new starts. Fine examples of the former he imagines in his words to be appendages of certain southern birds. No, penguin wings are not vestigial. Unlike the stubby things the emus sport, do not call them useless or trivial. They're a sparkling adaptation, a reuse for flotation. We name this exaptation, for swimming in the frigid sea far from their jagged port. He claims to trace the restful state in animals called sleep, to midnight inactivity of sponges in the deep. If that is so, then he must see that as conditions change, new purposes are added and old purposes exchanged. Yet still he calls out organs by the dozens in his book that seem to have no function now, no matter how we look. Especially the quite susceptible small tube of meat that dangles where our two intestines meet. But the appendix is not vestigial. It's where the gut biome retreats to hide, nor are the glands called thymus and pineal. Their deep secrets will uncover. I suspect that we'll discover that they help us to recover from illness when it goes amok and safeguard our insides. And then your letter, Lucius, comes at last to its real crux. You speculate that humans were not silenced by a flux, nor by inclement climate, nor by seas that swamped the shelves, but by sudden change they wrought upon themselves. You know their secret monument half buried in the sand. Some rumors speak of glowing death, some speak of blows in hand. Why are we so strong and they just mute swans on the beach? What device, you ask, deprived them of their speech? Well, their vocal cords are not vestigial, though the mass that sits above them is, in truth. That species trod a pathway vile and stygial. They shed integrity for vices and robbed themselves of voices with a series of bad choices when they voided out their reason in what's called a voting booth. Yours truly, Dr. Zaius of the Ape National Assembly.
And that was Randy looking at the list of given words and saying, hold my beer. All right. Okay, go for it.
Everybody gets to vote 1, 2, 3. And as a resident of Polyev's former riding, where I had the meter-long ballot, I would greatly like to thank the longest ballot committee for not joining us today.
So while you're voting, and if you've forgotten names or names of performers or names of songs are written on the board up front, it's in green, so it may be a little less visible, so feel free to come up and peer nearsightedly at it.
Could you repeat it for us in the back?
The whole thing?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, can I have your lyrics, Sean? We'll start with Sean. Okay, so number 1 was Sean McGaughy. Please, McGaughy. Okay, Sean's Better Than the News. Then number 2 was Mickey Mason with the Penguins song. Number 3 was Douglas Davidson with the Penguin. Oh, I wasn't on the mic on that whole time, was I? With the Penguin Hunter. And number 4 was Randy Hoffman with Vestigial, because I can be taught. Also, while you're doing that and thinking about that, we need to make a small nitpicky correction. Thank you, Howard. It's all right, he said it first. A bushel and a peck are actually units of volume, not weight. So we love you. 36.4 liters to 8.810 liters. US volume. So. And now a word from your chair.
Yes, hello. I was just going to make a couple of con announcements that I have. If you have one, please fill out a slip. There are still slips in the back. I will start with OBFF, which is in our program book. So OBFF this year, OBFF 42, October 30th through November 1st at the Airport Marriott Hotel in Columbus. Guests of honor, the Faithful Sidekicks. Toastmaster Jen Midkiff. Honored listener Jim Hader. And Interfield guests, I don't know how to pronounce their last name, Lisa and Ken Theroux. Thank you. Theroux? Okay, something like that. Also, I got an announcement to read about the Pegasus Awards, which we all know take place at OBFF. The brainstorming poll is open now. It closes on May 1st at 11:30 p.m. Pacific time. The floating categories this year are Best End of the World Song and Best Humorous Song. The nomination list will be available around Memorial Day, and ask Stephen Willett for more info. And Memorial Day is, anybody have the date?
It's the same as May before weekend.
It's the same as what?
I think it's the same as May long weekend.
No, and you're a different thing.
Usually released
The last weekend of May.
It's the last weekend in May. The last full
And he
weekend in May.
never remember that.
And there was one up here for FilKOntario. They are also in our program book. May 25th. May 25th. FilKOntario. First ever FilKOntario this June, a Filk Relaxicon in Des Moines, Iowa, gathering June 26th through the 28th. Registration and room block info are currently open. The guest is Brian Baker. Interfield guest is Larry Kirby. Okay. There are flyers in the back, and that is also in the program book. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Randy's got one too.
Sorry, I've been a little busy this weekend, forgot to write out the thing. Confluence is coming up in Pittsburgh, July 24th through the 26th. Our guest of honor is the author Andy Duncan. Our featured music guest is the awesome Baltimore-based video game music band, quick save. We also have concerts by a host of other people. The flyers back there on the table. Come check it out. Join us if you can. Thanks.
Does anyone else have a Phil convention announcement?
Victoria, you? No, you. Oh, you're there.
She's here, yeah. Go on.
Please come to Consonance. It is warm and sunny in California in March. We have scheduled Confluence 2027 for the first weekend in March. Oh, sorry, Consonance. Sorry, Randy, didn't mean to step on your toes. I get mixed up because every year I think, gosh, can I go to Confluence? Alas, it doesn't happen many years. But Consonance is what I would like to urge you all to come to in warm, sunny California, early in March when parts of this continent are snowed in. So what are the dates? First weekend in March, which in 2027 will be, thank you. Do you know? Do you know?
Kathleen did say 6-7. 6-7.
She did say 6-7. And my phone doesn't recognize me with a mask on, alas. So 2027 is the 6th, 7th, and 8th. So come the 4th or the 5th and stay for the 6th and the 7th. Do you have the guest announcement? Because I do not have the guest names off the top of my head.
Our guest of honor is Sunny Larson. And our Toastmasters are Aaron and Ren Our guest is to be decided. There's a lot of TBAs. I'm only doing this because I have a personal interest in this. Is it Cantabile? Is that how they say it? 37. The Wensum Valley Hotel in Norwich, January 29th to 31st. The UK guest of honor is William Bates, and I'm the international guest.
Since I'm one of very, very few Germans here, I'm going. So we have two conventions this year. The DFDF is in middle of May. We have a lovely, lovely young FilKONtario there called Sam and Zoe. They're dancing on the stage, dancing their Filk songs. That's really great. They're really great. It's from the 14th of May until the 17th of May. It's more like a relaxed con, so more like Garfield. It's really cool. We are staying in a really cool hotel with a swimming pool, so a cappella is a must. We have time for looking at the town and surrounding area, so it's really nice. A lovely buffet there. So yeah, that's the first convention. The second convention is the FilKONtario this year. The guest of honor, just a moment, I have to look up the guest of honor are Tessa Tide, Samara Russell, and Eric Destan, and the faithful sidekicks. So yeah, it's in October, in the first weekend of October. 2nd to 4th of October. It's in the youth hostel in Wernigerode. It's a cool it's a cool location. The youth hostel is getting old, and the stairs are getting longer. Be careful. If you have knee issues, choose next year intermezzo. Sorry, no, it's a really fun convention, okay? Because it has always such a big program and putting so much effort in that. So yeah, that's the two conventions. Next year is going to be DFDF in spring again, and the intermezzo in October. So a different location. But it's a real convention next year too. So this year DFDF, FilKONtario. I hope to see some of you there.
Gefilk 2026 7. 2027 in Atlanta, Georgia, January 8th through 10th. Guest of honor, Cheshire Moon. Toastmaster, Jim Midkiff. Interfelt guest, Mark Corning. And super secret guest, we ain't telling. Come for the dinner dance featuring Play It with Moxie and the South's premier relaxed con. It's a good time. So I guess talk to me about it. Or you can bug Rob Wynn or Bill, I guess. Well, he wouldn't want me to say that, but anyway. Yep, good Bill.
Are we covered? Excellent. Not to play favorites, but just to sell constants a little more. 2 hours down the road right now, it's snowing. Yeah, I got a note from home. Are you having a good time? It's snowing here. All right, is it? Yay. And this is why we don't take the snow tires off until May. All right, people, have we picked up our interfolk items? Have they all been picked up? Because if they, no? Yeah, we'll start reading the names if you don't pick them up in the next little while. And the next time I'm at this microphone, I will read your name out loud as an interfolk forgetty person. Well, name and prod at the very least. We don't do shame here. Yeah, blame we do, shame we do not. If we did shame, I would never sing in circle. How, guys, do we have a time frame of any kind on the song contest? All right, has everybody made sure it has their votes? Has your votes? You've all handed in your votes? All right, make sure your votes all go to Ingrid, who is going. Oh yes, and please return the pencils. Nobody wants to lose a pencil in this economy. Would the other half of the conchair like to say something?
Oh, before we go,
If you're lingering, so I say.
but before we do that, we're gonna send everyone off with a song.
Okay, by Sam? Sam? Okay.
Alright.
Apparently, we're now going to do a short break because there were fewer in the song contest, and it will also give the time to count the ballots. Before we send people off, we are doing a song we can all sing together led by Sam. Sam. He talked to you about this before I announced it, right? Okay, good. Yeah, because there's a vocal mic there.
Hi, everybody. So hi. Thank you all for being so welcoming. It's my first FilKon. And I'm already being recruited into ComCom and being voluntold because that's how it goes. When you go to conventions and you enjoy yourself and you say, I'd like to do things. So last night I did this one in a folk circle and everybody had a lot of fun with it. It is a version of this old kind of hymnal, old-time religion with lyrics that let me live out my Pete Seeger Live at the Village Gate dreams, because they came from Pete Seeger. And so I'm going to start us off a cappella with the chorus and then do some verses, and you guys can all join back in on the chorus. But the original chorus goes like this. Give me that old-time religion, give me that old-time religion, give me that old-time religion, it's good enough for me. We will pray with Aphrodite, we will pray with Aphrodite, she wears that see-through nightie, and it's good enough for me. Give me that old-time religion, give me that old-time religion, give me that old-time religion, it's good enough for me. We will pray with Zarathustra, we'll pray just like we used to. I'm a Zarathustra booster, and it's good enough for me. Give me that old-time religion, give me that old-time religion, give me that old-time religion, it's good enough for me. We will pray with those Egyptians, build pyramids to put our crypts in. Cover subways with inscriptions, and it's good enough for me. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. We will pray with those old druids. They drink fermented fluids, waltzing naked through the woods, and it's good enough for me. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. We do dances to bring water, prepare animals for slaughter, sacrifice our sons and daughters, and it's good enough for me. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. I'll arise at early morning when my Lord gives me the warning that the solar age is dawning, and it's good enough for me. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. Thank you so much.
She missed my favorite verse. There are those who worship Loki. He's the Old Norse god of chaos, which is why this verse does not rhyme or scan, but it's good enough for me. We have let me see, have we started one shots? I have the page. 2:30, okay, one shots start in 15 minutes. We have a 15-minute break. Those of you who have not picked up your innerfill guide, and when we come back, I will name you. So go see Miriam at the back so she can close up. Remember that registration is open at the convention rate until the end of the week. You can do it online with PayPal, and there's a QR code at the back as well. Anything else? Quilt draw will be done later. You still have time to buy tickets. Okay. 15 minutes on your own.
Yeah, because everybody in this group.
Please come in.
Email it to the technical secretary. Outside.
Before any of the other performers panic, what I call the one shot is actually a 2x10. You do not have to ditch one of your songs. You're fine. It's a 2x10.
I would pick this rope because nobody was sitting here. I wasn't fast enough though. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. I will deal with that shortly. Thank you very much.
Did you need anything from the concert, or you getting
Soda.
Hey?
Diet soda.
Diet Coke? Okay, I can grab one, I think, if they have them.
And then he says, I'm just one more step.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for all that you do.
I'm all again, all your questions.